Racing to the 2023 Kentucky Derby, and this time we get an update for Wednesday, April the 19th, getting closer to the first Saturday in May. And on the big board today, we take a look at Sun Thunder. He has been confirmed for the 2023 Kentucky Derby. We'll take a look at some of Hit Show's races as Brad Cox prepares him for a Kentucky Derby victory. And some jockey confirmations have been announced. And let's go to the news and notes from Wednesday and earlier this week. Wild on Ice had his first workout over Churchill Downs along with Flying Connection. The two Sunland shippers, they were victorious in the Sunland Oaks and the Sunland Derby. They are on the track at Churchill Downs. Nice workout from Wild on Ice. 5 furlongs and 1 flat. Ken Tohill, who will be riding Wild on Ice, will be 60 years of age. He is going to be the oldest jockey to ever ride in the Kentucky Derby. John Court currently has the record at 58 years of age. And of course, Sunland Park sending both Flying Connection and Wild on Ice for the Derby and the Kentucky Oaks. Meanwhile, Derma Sotogake, the Japan-bred UAE Derby winner, he was working out on Wednesday. Went 4 furlongs in 49 6, galloped out an extra quarter of a mile. And yes, the Twin Spires are getting ready. The sign has been put up for Kentucky Derby 2023. Sun Thunder has been confirmed by trainer Ken McPeek, who will be seeking his first Kentucky Derby win. Sun Thunder, of course, ran second in the Risen Star to Angel of Empire, then also ran in the Louisiana Derby and in the Bluegrass. He's one of the more seasoned horses in the race. No official confirmation, but Florent Giroux rode Sun Thunder in his last race. I have a feeling we will see him on the mount. Now, Sun Thunder, when you look at some of his races, you know, the thing that really intrigues me about him, he's definitely one of the mid-pack contenders. He's going to be right around 25-30 to 1. His best race was at Oaklawn Park. That's when he broke his maiden, but he made that move, and that move going into the turn sometimes can be a very strong move as horses start to back up in the Derby. What I like about this, he quickly passed horses, was wide for the drive, and picked up the victory. Sun Thunder, a nice maiden win, kind of just outclassed those horses at Oaklawn Park. Then when you go to another race for Sun Thunder, you know, picking up ground late in the race. This is him early on at Keeneland in the Bluegrass. Saved some ground at the rail, didn't show a lot of speed, but the speed didn't really come back. Verifying and Tapit Trice kind of kicked on with it going down the stretch. So Sun Thunder was not able to make an impact late in that race. I think you're looking really at best, maybe 3rd, 4th, 5th for Sun Thunder in the Kentucky Derby. But he's earned his way in there. He ran in the Risen Star. He ran in the Bluegrass. He ran in the Louisiana Derby. So Sun Thunder trying to go for Ken McPeek. He's by Into Mischief. His only win lifetime was at Oaklawn Park for Sun Thunder. Now, Hit Show is going to be another one who I think will take a little bit more money than Sun Thunder. I anticipate his odds to be right around 20 to 22 to 1. Let's go back to Keeneland in his debut win. You know, he had the rail trip. On the turn, the horses kind of fanned out. He slingshots through. He's in the pink colors. Hit Show winning his debut. Then he was bet down in his second race, kind of broke a step slow, never really got involved. In his 3rd lifetime race, he goes to Oaklawn Park, bet down to the favorite. He's sitting in mid-pack. I like the fact that he comes wide for the drive, passes some horses pretty quickly. You know, I always like that ability to pass some horses quickly because in the Kentucky Derby, you're always going to have those horses backing up, and then you've got to be able to make a quick move to get into contention before that turn. Usually you've got to be in that top 7 or 8 pack as you look at the Kentucky Derby stretch run. Then we go to Aqueduct, the Wither Stakes. Hit Show, what I like about this here, he was trapped inside early, so this was actually a little bit of a rough trip. A couple of times he had to check, he had to wait, but then the horses started to fade. He picks up Arctic Arrogance, who was the speed of the race, who had cut out some fast fractions, goes on to the big victory here, Hit Show at Aqueduct. Of course, he ran second by a neck in the Wood Memorial, losing to the 59-1 shot Lord Miles in his last race. So Hit Show comes in. I think he's going to have a few fans here. He's by Candy Ride. Brad Cox, the trainer. Manny Franco, the jockey. He's had some Kentucky Derby mounts. So Hit Show, definitely, one you got to take a look at again for that second, third, fourth spot in the exotics. He is a closer. I could see him picking up some pieces late in the race. Some jockey announcements have been announced. Let's take a look at what we have confirmed. We have Forte with Irad Ortiz. He has ridden him in every lifetime start. Angel of Empire is going to go with Flavian Pratt, who rode him in the Arkansas Derby. And of course, he has a win with Country House, but that wasn't officially under the wire first. Disarm is going to get Joel Rosario. Joel Rosario won the Kentucky Derby with Orb a few years ago. Practical Move goes for Ramon Vasquez. He has ridden in one Kentucky Derby. Tapit Trice gets Luis Saez. Of course, he won the Derby on maximum security, but he was disqualified, so officially no wins for Luis Saez. Wild on Ice gets Ken Tohill, his first Kentucky Derby mount. He's 60 years of age. Two Phil's going to go with Jarrett Loveberry, a younger jock. Rocket Can with Junior Alvarado. Good success this year with Bill Mott and Junior Alvarado. They've had success over the years. Looks like Hit Show going to go with Manny Franco. And then on Tuesday, it was announced that Ray's Cain going to get Javier Castellano to ride him. Of course, he also has been on Cyclone Mischief, but Cyclone Mischief is on the outside looking in. They're going to take the commitment on Ray's Cain, who last raced in the Bluegrass and closed a little bit of ground late in that race. So more jockey announcements to be announced. Nobody yet confirmed on Mage, who will be getting a new jockey from the Florida Derby. Kings Barnes, not yet announced by Todd Pletcher. Couple of options. And then Blazing Sevens. He is not totally confirmed for the Derby. Jose Ortiz has been riding him, so if he doesn't go there, possibility he goes to one of those other horses like Mage or Kings Barnes. So listen up as we wait for more jockey announcements. Post positions will be drawn for the Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby on Monday, May 1st. We will be doing an official Kentucky Derby preview, a Kentucky Oaks preview, some live streams. 8 Bells in Kentucky Oaks on May the 5th. Pat Day Mile and Kentucky Derby on May the 6th. Those are all the races for the 3-year-olds. Don't forget, we've had some preview videos up. We've got the top speed figures by Brisnet, Timeform, and US Buyer. Make sure to watch that video. Angel of Empire, Derma Sotogake, and Practical Move also highlighted earlier this week. We've got some live streams. I'll be live with the Derby Bandit on Thursday, May 4th at 7 o'clock Central. And then also joining me on April the 28th is going to be Jessica Tugwell from Hawkstone Bloodstock. She is going to talk about pedigree analysis, and then also we're going to go over some of the Kentucky Derby pedigrees to get you ready for the Kentucky Derby. What do you think of Hit Show and also Sun Thunder? Do you think they got a chance to run in the top 5 in the Kentucky Derby? Leave a comment. Let's talk about those two. Also, D. Wayne Lucas says people have opinions, horses have the facts. What are you thinking about with Sun Thunder and Hit Show as we get you ready for the 2023 Kentucky Derby?